Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.
United Nations Climate Chief Simon Stiell says all governments must give their negotiators clear marching orders after the climate change summit. We have details of this in this report.
As the UN climate talks unfold in Dubai, there is mounting anticipation for governments to prominently feature a planned cessation of coal, oil and gas in the official COP28 outcome. This comes as a recent report suggests science and equity-driven timelines for nations to cease coal, oil and gas extraction, aiming to restrict global warming to 1.5 degrees centigrade. The report emphasizes the crucial role of international assistance, particularly in economically challenged countries. To achieve this target and facilitate a fair worldwide transition from fossil fuels, the report underscores the imperative that no nation should develop new fossil fuel extraction infrastructure. Meanwhile, the UN climate chief says there is a need for COP to deliver a bullet train to speed up climate action. He stated this while giving an address.
Now, all governments must give their negotiators clear marching orders. We need highest ambition, not point scoring or lowest common denominator politics. Loss and damage was a win, but we're kidding ourselves if we think it's a tick in the box for finance and support at this COP. More is required.
For more on the COP28 summit, I'm being joined on the news by a climate activist and CEO Diversity Development, Oluwakemi Ariola. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7. Well, how do you think that agreements like this, like COP28, could actually motivate countries to stick to their commitment to phasing out fossil fuel extraction?
Good evening. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a very robust conversation out here in Dubai, and a lot of countries have made commitments that, as we can see, over the years have not been, standing up to. And a lot of the discussions at COP28 this time around have been about accountability mechanisms for each country. They've been about incentive structures, putting together structures that appeal to the sense of reasoning for some countries to ensure they stick to promises. We're looking at global solidarity, countries coming together to work together. We're all in this together, even though, some people say most of this is being done by certain continents and other continents don't need to do as much. But that's not the case. We're all in this together. It affects each and every one of us. Every country needs to come together, all continents, working together. There needs to be more public awareness. There needs to be more pressure from the public. A lot of people are not so aware about the short, midterm and long-term effects of climate change. So creating more, sorry?
Yes, I was going to come in from there because, this is really not the best of times for the economy. And of course, so there are both political and economic challenges. And I was wondering how you think that everyday people can actually hold their government accountable to be committed to this cause.
It's very important for individuals to get involved, communities to get involved. So there needs to be more community advocacy. The communities need to know what their governments have committed to. There needs to be more public pressure. There needs to be more participatory decision making. And saying participatory means all stakeholders need to be involved. Let's not leave everything to government. As long as we're living people alive on this planet, then, we are stakeholders. There needs to be, more of our engagement in some of these decisions. There needs to be legal action. I'll say, we only do things when we know that there's no consequence or, the consequences won't bite us in the butt. So it's very important to ensure that these consequences are amplified by legal action. There needs to be more education and awareness, like we keep on saying, awareness, and economic pressure. Collaborating and networking to ensure that the government understands that if you're not doing sustainable practices, then we're not going to support you. And there needs to be more youth engagement. You know, youth engagement is top tier for me because the youth are in every single nook and cranny of the planet. We need to leverage their skills and their motivation. They have been climate activists for a very long time now, and they're very, very much aware. So why don't we leverage this potential power that exists?
Well, thank you for talking to us. Climate activist and CEO of Diversity Development, Oluwakemi Ariola. Thank you. Away from that.
Thank you so much.
The federal government is